Sri Shivaji Education Society, Karad's Board for Higher Education was founded with an objective of providing education in science to students of the Karad and surrounding area in Maharashtra. To keep his memory alive, the college was renamed after him in 1986. The college building was inaugurated in 1960 by former President of India, Honorable Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Our campus is located in a sprawling campus of around 40 acres and has flourished under the able stewardship of Honorable Shri P. D. Patil Saheb. Now the college successfully runs by Honorable Chairman Shri Balasaheb Patil, Cabinet Minister Cooperation and Marketing, Maharashtra State, and our eminent Secretary Mr. Prakash Pandurang Patil Bapu. Today Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad is one of the premier educational institutions in this region. This college is a grant-in-aid institution affiliated to Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Our college is also an ISO 9001-2015 certified college and is now accredited to B++ level by NAAC in 2017 in third cycle. The college offers total 13 courses at the graduation, that is BSc level. The college has facility of postgraduate courses in microbiology and chemistry. College has recognized research laboratories for PhD in microbiology, zoology, and botany. MPhil courses in botany and zoology are also being offered in this college. 3 professional courses such as BSc in biotechnology, BSc in computer science and BSc in computer science entire at graduation level. From this academic year, college has started MCA course recognized by YCMOU, Nashik. The college has also received several grants for major and minor research projects and for infrastructural facilities from funding agencies like UGC, CPCB and DST-SERB. To achieve academic excellence, our meritorious students have consistently occupied top places in board and university merit lists. In the academic year 2017-18, college has received award of maximum number of merit scholarships in urban areas as well as in science stream by Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sanstha has also started YB Chavan Competitive Examination Coaching Center coordinated by Dr. B.N. Gofane. The main agenda of our society is to provide guidance to the students who come from rural background, to develop good administrators, to create awareness among the students for various competitive exams. In short, our society has the facilities to educate students from KG to PhD. First, let's listen to the talk of our Honorable Secretary Mr. Prakash Pandurang Patil Bapu, followed by the talk of speakers of the webinar. Principal Dr. S. B. Kengar was the chairman of webinar, Dr. N. R. Sheikh was the convener, Dr. B. P. Rilekar was the IQAC coordinator, Shri T. B. Sawant was organizing secretary, while Dr. Avinash Raut, Dr. J. Singh Patil and Shri K. A. Sutar worked as webinar coordinators.
Now the General Secretary of Shri Shivaji Education Societies, Board for Higher Education, Mr. Prakash Pandurang Patil Bapu, will address a few words.
I welcome you all with the bottom of heart in this pleasant morning for joining this national webinar. May I take this opportunity to introduce our Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, the multiracial personality, a great visionary leader, former Defense Minister, Home Minister, Finance Minister, External Affairs Minister, and Deputy Prime Minister of India, and architect of modern Maharashtra, Honorable Yashwantrao Chavan, has founded this education institute in 1958 to cater the needs of higher education to the society with a motto of be one with the downtrodden and the underprivileged. From the inception of this institute, Honorable P.D. Patil Sahib has shouldered the responsibility for a period of 50 years as an chairman of this Samstha till his last breath. At present, Honorable Balasaheb Patil, Minister for Cooperation and Marketing, Government of Maharashtra, is looking after as chairman of this institute. The institute has one pure science faculty college named as Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Science, Karad, that is today's host college, and another one having arts and commerce faculties named as Venutai Chauhan College, established in 1971. Both the colleges are performing quality education along with cultural and sports activities in Western Maharashtra in general and in the jurisdiction of Shivaji University Kolhapur in particular. Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Science is probably first pure science college in Maharashtra state, founded in 1958. Now it has 13 special subjects at graduate level and 2 special subjects at postgraduate level. Our college is recognized for PhD guidance in microbiology, chemistry, botany, and zoology. The college is having B++ grade in NAAC in third cycle. At the same time, I am very much proud to let you know that our college is first ISO certified college in Western Maharashtra.
Principal Dr. S.B. Kenger will give introduction.
Good morning and welcome all in one-day international webinar on current perspectives on microbial diseases 2020, organized by Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Department of Microbiology, Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Science, Karad. I feel honored to welcome Honorable Balasaheb Patil, Minister of Cooperation and Marketing, and Honorable Chairman of Sri Shivaji Education Society, Karad, Board for Higher Education, Honorable Prakash Pandurang Patil, General Secretary, Board for Higher Education, Sri Shivaji Education Society, Karad, Dr. B.N. Gofne sir, Coordinator YB Chauhan Competitive Examination Center, and other office bearers. Warm and hearty welcome to Dr. Amar Evare, Postdoctoral Associate, Stony Brook University, New York, USA, and Dr. Vaibhav Mahendrakar, Wittenberg, Germany. I'm here to give some about the college. Sri Shivaji Education Society, Karad, Board for Higher Education, founded by Honorable Sri Yashwantrao Chauhan, former Deputy Prime Minister of India, established this college in June 1958 as a science college, Karad, with an objective of providing education in a science to students of Karad and surrounding area in Maharashtra. To keep his memory alive, the college was renamed after him in 1986. The college building, inaugurated in 1960 by then the President of India, Honorable Dr. Rajendra Prasad, is located in sprawling campus around 40 acres and has flourished under the able stewardship of Honorable Sri P.D. Patil Sahib. Now, the college successfully runs by Honorable Chairman Sri Balasaheb Patil, Cabinet Minister, Cooperation and Marketing, Maharashtra State. Today, Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Science, Karad, is one of the premier educational institutions in this region. This college is a granted institution affiliated to Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Our college is also an ISO 9001:2015 certified college and is now accredited B++ level by NAAC in 2017 in third cycle. The college offers total 13 courses at the graduation BSc level. The college has also facility of postgraduate courses in microbiology and chemistry. College has recognized research laboratories for PhD in microbiology, zoology, and botany. MPhil courses in botany and zoology are also being offered in this college. 3 professional courses such as BSc in biotechnology, BSc in computer science, and BSc in computer science entire at graduation level. From this academic year, college has also started the MCA course recognized by YCMOU Nashik. The college has also received several grants for major and minor research projects and for infrastructural facilities from funding agencies like UGC, CPCB, and DST SERB. To achieve academic excellence, our meritorious students have consistently occupied top place in board and university merit list. In the academic year 2017-18, the college has received award of maximum number of merit scholarship in urban areas as well as in a science stream by Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sanstha has also started YB Chavan Competitive Examination Coaching Center to provide a guidance to the students who come from the rural background, to develop good administrator, to create awareness among the students for various competitive examinations. In short, our Sanstha has the facility to educate students from KG to PG. So to this, I welcome you all in this international webinar on perspectives of microbial diseases 2020. Thank you.
Now Dr. Amar Yeware will deliver his seated.
Brief introduction and Rekha sir and other convener of this seminar for inviting me to give this good lecture on this topic. Particularly, this is my first webinar and it's midnight, so I hope it will be go smoothly. So let's start on this topic, particularly this latent tuberculosis and some aspect of the COVID-19. Today I will talk about just tuberculosis. What is the actual active and latent infection or disease, TB disease? What is the need of dormancy model and the drug screening assay to cure this tuberculosis? And I will also talk some aspect about the COVID-19 infection in latent tuberculosis and how it's spreading and what should be a precaution we need to take during this pandemic. So if we are going towards this TB prevalence worldwide, so TB is the one of the ancient disease, and as per WHO report, 1/4 of the world population is infected with the TB, and every new infection occur at about 1% of the world population each year. So it's very dangerous, and we need to treat it. If you look at the prevalence in the as worldwide, the more high risk or high TB incidence is found in the Middle East, African country, many African country, and most high risk is in the India. While the rest of Asia and the South American countries are intermediate risk, and the USA or the North America or the certain.
Let's now listen to Dr. Vaibhav Mahindarkar's talk.
First of all, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Sheikh sir for the introduction. Initially, I wanted to present my work, which I did here in Germany during my PhD, which is also quite interesting. But as most of my research is unpublished in Germany, so I decided to present my drug discovery related research, which I have carried out at National Chemical Laboratory and National Institute of Virology. As coronavirus is a hot topic of discussion nowadays, in latter part, I will tell you about practical aspects of PCR and its use in diagnosis of coronavirus diseases. In National Chemical Laboratory, I was working on the project Purification and Characterization of Cysteine Protease Inhibitors. Proteases are enzymes that cleaves proteins. So there are different types of the proteases based on types of the amino acids which are present in their active sites. They are called as serine proteases, cysteine proteases, aspartic acid proteases, metalloproteases, threonine proteases, etc. Proteases are present in almost all living organisms, including bacteria, fungus, and even in viruses. So if we can control these proteases specifically, then we can control these organisms, and thereby we can control their pathogenesis. So there is strong need to identify novel, specific, and potent protease inhibitors, which can be used as a drug molecule against the related diseases. The first part of the project was to establish a protease inhibitor assay. This was done by using a synthetic substrate, benzyl arginine paranitroanilide. There is a protease cleavage site in between benzyl arginine and paranitroanilide.
Second national webinar was organized by the Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Department of Microbiology on the 14th of June 2020, during the lockdown period under the title Living with COVID-19. The eminent speakers were Dr. Nasir R. Sheikh, Head Department of Microbiology, Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science Karad, and Mr. Kurtakumar Satpute, General Manager, Serum Institute of India Private Limited, Pune, India. Principal Dr. S. B. Kengar worked as the chairman. Dr. B. P. Rilekar was ICAC coordinator. Shri T. B. Sawant was the convener, while Dr. Avinash Raut and Dr. J. Singh U. Patil worked as organizing secretaries, and Shri K. A. Sutar worked as webinar coordinator. Let's have a short look on their talks. Principal Dr. S. B. Kengar will give introduction.
I feel honored to welcome Honorable Balasaheb Patil, Minister of Cooperation and Marketing, and Chairman of Sri Shivaji Education Society, Karad, Board for Higher Education, Honorable Prakash Pandurang Patil, General Secretary, Board for Higher Education, Sri Shivaji Education Society, Karad, Dr. B. N. Gofne sir, Coordinator YB Savan, Corporate Examination Center, and the office bearers. A warm and hearty welcome to today's resource person, Dr. Nasir Sheikh sir, Head Department of Microbiology, Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad, and Mr. Kirti Kumar Satpute, General Manager, Quality Control, Serum Institute of India, Pune.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Sri T. B. Sawant sir to give introduction of the resource person. Sawant sir, please.
Good noon to all. First of all, my humble tribute to Honorable Sri Yashwantrao Chavan Sahib, so Vinay Chavan, Honorable P.D. Patil Sahib. Today, we are organizing one-day national webinar on living with COVID-19. On this occasion, I am here to introduce our resource person of this webinar. The first session of this webinar, we have Dr. N.R. Sheikh as the research person, head and associate professor, PG Department of Microbiology, Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad, affiliated to Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Now he is my teacher and great alumni of our college. He has passed BSc and MSc from Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad, in microbiology, affiliated to Shivaji University, Kolhapur, and MPhil from Pune University, and also PhD from Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad. About his professional experience, he has teaching experience at PG level, 38 years, and post PG level, 30 years. He has very good contribution in college administration as in-charge principal, head Department of Microbiology, chairman of IQAC, management representative for implementation of ISO quality management system in college, the chairman of various college committees. Now he also as a member of various organization committees, as member of organized committee in various national as well as international conferences organized by Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad. And about about curriculum design, he contributed in revision of syllabi of all classes of BSc and MSc microbiology as member of syllabus revision subcommittee of Shivaji University, Kolhapur, a member of board of studies in microbiology at Shivaji University, Kolhapur. He also worked as a visiting faculty and guest lecturers, research lecturers at many places on various topics in microbiology. About his research profile, he has completed one minor research project. Currently, he is research guide with 5 students are working for PhD. His research publications are about 15 in national and international journals. He also presented 33 research papers in national and international conferences
Dr. N.R. Sheikh will deliver his talk.
लॉकडाउन स्वास्थ्य चुनौतियां हर एक के लिए, उसमें कोई ऐसा सेक्टर नहीं है कि जिसके लिए मेरा ये लेक्चर लागू नहीं होगा, हर एक के लिए है। बात यह है दोस्तों, शासन और प्रशासन हमारे स्वास्थ्य के लिए जुटी हुई है और उन्हें लगता है कि हमारे देश का हर एक आदमी स्वस्थ रहे, इसलिए कुछ नियमों को लेकर शासन और प्रशासन हमारे पीछे पड़ी है। ऐसा हमें लगता है, पीछे पड़ने की तो कोई बात नहीं, हर एक को अपने स्वास्थ्य की चिंता होती ही है। उस हिसाब से हर एक प्रशासन ने जो दिए हुए नियम है उसका पालन कर रहा है। ऐसे कुछ गिने चुने लोग हैं जिन्हें अब भी उस बात का सीरियसनेस नहीं है और उस गिने चुने लोगों की वजह से शायद ही हम सब लोग परेशानी में आ सकते हैं। इसलिए मुझे ऐसा लगा कि कोविड-19 जो कुछ बात है, जो कुछ सिनेरियो है, आज पूरी दुनिया में उसकी बात फैली हुई है। एक पैंडेमिक का डर है कोविड-19 का हमारे सबके दिलों में। वो कितना डर अपने दिलों में होना चाहिए, डर से हम कितने बाहर आना चाहिए, हम शासन ने दिए हुए नियमों का पालन करना चाहिए या नहीं। जिन लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि शासन के नियम पालना हमें बोझ है, हम क्यों पाले, उन लोगों से मुझे कहना है कि कोविड-19 को अगर आप अपने तहे दिल से समझ।
Now Mr. Kirti Kumar Satpute will talk few words.
Happy start of the day and good noon to everybody. I'm very much thankful to YCCS College Karad and Principal Kengar sir and Sheikh sir for calling me for this presentation and talking on the rapid microbiological methods. Now, if you see the background of the slides, I've particularly chosen it as a race against the time for the rapid microbiological testings or rapid microbiological methods. In the older days, a lot of methods we have used, and that methods are very time consuming and very cumbersome. And in a way, sometimes they are not too much accurate. A lot of incubation is required, a lot of different medias are required, and there are a variety of organisms which cannot grow on particular media or which requires the specific media to be grown. They required all the medias which are required, there are some specific characters. And there are some organisms, especially the oligotrophic, psychotrophic, or thermophilic, these organisms cannot be identified on the routine basis. And it takes a lot of time. So now it is a need that we should have to evolve from the traditional microbiological method to a faster, accurate microbiological methods. The microbiological method described in the pharmacopoeia have been used almost centuries and years together, and it is well known to the microbiologist and it has served to the microbiologist over the years. And they are, nevertheless, the conventional microbiological methods are slow and results are not available before an incubation period of typically for 14 days for the sterility test.
A national webinar on science, environment and human health was conducted on 2nd of July 2020 organized by Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center of MHRD Government of India. SGTB Khalsa College, Delhi University in collaboration with Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad, IQAC and Department of Botany. Presidential address was given by Mr. Prakash Pandurang Patil, General Secretary of our Shri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education. Convener for this national webinar was Principal Dr. S.B. Kegar. Coordinator was Dr. Girish G. Portar. Organizing Secretary was Dr. Sushma A. Kirtane. IQAC Coordinator was Dr. B.P. Rilekar while Gymkhana Vice President was Dr. N.R. Sheikh. Members of Organizing Committee were Dr. Avinash A. Raut, Dr. J. Singh U. Patil and Shri J. M. Pawar was the Treasurer. Chief guest and keynote speaker was Professor Dr. A. K. Bakshi, Vice Chancellor, PDM University, Haryana. He is a chairman of GAT TLC of MHRD Government of India who had headed the session 1 entitled Towards Excellence in Science in India in the 21st Century. Guest of honor and speaker was Dr. Mrs. Vimal Rudd, who is the project head and joint director, GAT TLC of MHRD. Her topic was Changing Roles of Science and 3 R's and Safe Disposal of Waste Chemicals in Science Laboratories. Third session was conducted by Professor Dr. S. D. Kadam, Department of Environment Management, Chhatrapati Shahu Institute of Business Education and Research, Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Under the title Impact of COVID-19 on Natural Resources. And fourth session was headed by Dr. Vaibhav Shinde, Department of Pharmacognosy, Center for Advanced Research in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Pune College of Pharmacy, Bharati Vidyapeeth deemed to be University, Pune. His topic was Recent Trends in Nutraceuticals and Human Health. Let's have a look on their respective talks in chronological order. Dr. A. K. Bakshi will enlighten us with his knowledge.
I extend a very, very warm welcome to all of you to this national webinar being jointly organized by Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center of the MHRD and Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Science, Karnal. I'm indeed very happy that this event is taking place in this part of the country, and I really hope that this will be a great success. The theme of this event is science, environment, and human health. I think all the 3 aspects are very, very important and are interlinked. Everybody has some gifts and talents. We have to identify that. And then a good leader should harness all of them towards the same goal. This is a big challenge. Before you are a leader, success was all about growing yourself. But once you are a leader, success is all about growing others. Give others an opportunity, give encouragement, motivation to others. They will do wonders for you. A person who feels appreciated will always do much more than what is expected. So after having said all these, I will now coming to the last part, that when this is the scenario, these are the challenges, especially in science, then how should one excel? And as I said, personality matters a lot. I am now sharing my experiences with you. You should change your personality. The sooner it is done, the better it is. So these are some really life-changing tips for building strong, proactive personality. If you are proactive, you focus on preparing. But if you are reactive, you focus on repairing. The choice is yours. Proactive people don't wait for the ship to come to them. They swim out to it. That's the spirit of proactivity. The first important quality is self-belief, self-confidence. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because her trust is not in the branch but in her own wings. That should be the confidence you should enjoy. Always believe, yes, I can do it. Without that, it's not possible if you don't have that confidence. And in whatsoever line you want to go to that, excel, reach to the top.
I request Honorable Dr. Vimal Rai Madam to deliver her lecture. Rai Madam.
Thank you again, and thank you to all the organizers and especially Principal Sir Yashwant Rao, Chavan College of Science, Karad. And thanks to Dr. N.R. Sheikh for introducing me, your kind words, sir. I'll be dividing my talk into two halves. One where I'll be focusing on changing roles of science teachers, and other I thought rather than sharing that how we can have uh, the labs and better techniques. So for that I have taken a video, and because I thought the way visual interactions are there, it is much better than I can really deliver it live. And the same is what we have to now empower in webinar as well as in our face-to-face teaching. So for that, I'll do my screen share and get started. Yes. So first of all, I'll talk about the changing roles of science teachers in the technology-driven higher education. As Professor Bakshi has rightly mentioned that now the teachers have to equip themselves. And when we talk from science perspective, sometimes we feel that in our classroom, the way we write on board, the concept may not be so simple for students to understand and comprehend. So can we use ICT? Yes, the answer is yes. We have to use the power of these technologies to empower us and to enhance the quality of teaching and learning. That is what is the spirit with which we are creating models, how teachers can take the content which is created by either them or by other teachers and then use it in their own classroom delivery, whether it is face to face or it is online.
Now Professor Dr. S.D. Kadam will talk a few words.
Definitely, these impacts on human, we had been not expected a such type of a disease will be come, and that situation will be arises to keep all human population inside their home. This is the worst impact, and this is the worst situation. So as to know about this pandemic, this pandemic has been highly impacted the following various natural resources in India and the entire world too. For today's webinar, I had been selected the water resources, soil resources, agriculture resources, and forest resources. So we can see the impact of COVID-19 on water resources. Due to lockdown, almost human activities are restricted towards the water and water resources, which results in reduced pollution of river waters.
Now Dr. Vaibhav Shinde will talk a few words.
Sure. We all know when there is a disease, we have to go for medicine. And the best way is the prevention. How we can prevent a particular disease by increasing our immunity, by increasing our strength, and the main role is of food or the diet which we are consuming for this reason. Now, nobody is going to prefer a pill. If you compare a plant and pill, there is always first preference given for the plant, which are less chemical, or I will give more preference for the whole food. So that food will act as a medicine. Now, nutraceutical is a recent concept which include two main terms are there. First is a nutrition and another is the pharmaceutical. When a particular food is composed or is converted into a dosage form which is easy for administration and which is easy for consumption storage, and then it is used for different health benefit and health uses, then we can call it as a nutraceutical. A product basically which is isolated or purified and which is not commonly used in a raw form, so that is which have physiological or significant benefit against protection of the different diseases. Now here, let me give you one simple example. Lemon, that is limbu, or we famously use it as a source of vitamin C. Suppose we take lemon, nowadays it is recommended for immunity boosting purpose. So if we are taking lemon daily with food, then it is not as a medicine. But if same lemon is used to treat scurvy or deficiency of vitamin C.
A national webinar on Materials for Energy was conducted on 25th of July 2020, organized by IQAC and Department of Physics, Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad. Chief guest and keynote speaker was Professor Dr. V.B. Patil, Director, School of Physical Sciences, Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur, and his topic was Novel Approaches of Nanofabrication for Harnessing Energy. Eminent speakers were Dr. D.D. Shivgan, Principal Scientist and Associate Professor, Head Temperature and Humidity Metrology, CSIR National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. His topic was Redefined SI and Advances in Thermal Metrology. Second eminent speaker was Dr. P.M. Shiraj, Associate Professor, Metallurgy Engineering and Materials Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Indore, and his topic was Advanced Functional Materials for Energy Applications. For this national webinar, Chairman was Principal Dr. S. B. Kegar, Convener was Dr. B. P. Rilekar, Organizing Secretary was Shri A. A. Mulla, IQAC Coordinator was Dr. G. G. Poddar, Gymkhana Vice President was Dr. N. R. Sheikh, and members were Shri D. U. Rikte, Shri S. A. Jadhav, Shri O. V. Raje, and Miss A. S. Jagadale. Now Dr. B. P. Rilekar will give the introduction.
A very good morning to all. At the outset, I pay my respectful homage to the founder of our Samstha, late Sri Yashwantrao Chavan Sahib, to Venture Chavan, and the visionary leadership of Karad, Adarniya P.D. Patil Sahib. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all in this national webinar on Materials for Energy, organized by IQAC and Physics Department of Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad. I welcome first the Chief Patron of this webinar, Honorable Shri Balasaheb Patil, Cabinet Minister for Cooperation and Marketing, Government of Maharashtra, and Chairman, Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, Karad. His kind blessings always inspire us. Today we have with us the keynote speaker, Honorable Professor Dr. Vikas Patil, Director, School of Physical Sciences and Coordinator IQAC, Punyashlok Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. A renowned academician and researcher. We are proud of him that he is alumni of this college. I welcome you, sir. The speakers of today are Dr. D.D. Shivgan from CSIR, National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi, and Dr. P.M. Shirge, Indian Institute of Technology, Indore. Both are highly respected names in the field of research, and both are students of Professor Dr. H.H. Pawar. I welcome both of you, sir. It is our great honor that today we have with us Honorable General Secretary of Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, Karad, Sri Prakash Patil Bapu. His keen interest in academic activities and valuable suggestions are source of energy to us. I wholeheartedly welcome you, Bapu. I also welcome honorable patrons Shri Shankarappa Samsuddhi, honorable Shri Ashokrao Patil Parlekar, honorable Shri A.N. Mulla Sahib, honorable Shri Dilip Bhaut Chauhan, honorable Shri Nandakumar Bhatani Sahib, and honorable Shri Dr. Ashokrao Dubal. I welcome all the participants across the country and abroad also who have joined this webinar. The number has reached 384. The participants are participating from South and Tamil Nadu to the West Bengal through Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, West Bengal, and Delhi. One participant is from Korea also. Also, we have with us the chairman of this webinar, Principal Dr. S.B. Kengar sir, Dr. B.N. Gopne, Coordinator, Y.B. Chauhan Competitive Examination Guidance Center, Gymkhana Vice President and Head, PG Department of Microbiology, Dr. Anna Sheikh sir, IQC Coordinator, Dr. Gigi Poddar, Organizing Secretary, Sri A. Mulla, members of Organizing Committee, Sri D.U. Rakte, S.A. Jadhav, Sri O.V. Raje, Ms. A. Jagdale, and all other colleagues in college. I welcome you all in this webinar. The webinar is organized by IQAC and Physics Department. Physics is pioneering department of this college. Principal Dr. Kapadnis, Principal Ravarkar sir, Principal Dr. A.G. Sabnis have led this college for many years and brought it to new heights. The former heads, R.M. Patil sir, B.R. Patil sir, Dr. S.A. Jagdale have contributed much in the progress of department and college as well. I also remind contributions of Dr. Sagre, Dr. Mulla, Dr. P.R. Patil, B.D. Pawar sir, D.B. Herle sir, G.S. Pawar sir. The team has produced stalwarts in physics. The department has established the vocational electronics first in Maharashtra and later on electronics as special subject at graduation level. We have also run the vocational course in instrumentation under the scheme of, under the UGC scheme of vocationalization of education at degree level. Friends, we are using many electronic devices and gadgets in our day-to-day life. Many of them are portable, like our mobile phone. With advancement in technology, and the gadgets have become smaller and the size with smaller in size with more number of applications in them. To run them, more energy is required, but in lesser space. Such high capacity miniaturized batteries is the need of time. Many researchers are after this. So, based on this fact, we have organized this national webinar on materials for energy. With this brief introduction, I once again welcome all of you.
Now the General Secretary of Sri Shivaji Education Societies, Board for Higher Education, Mr. Prakash Panduring Patil, Bapu, will address a few words.
Good morning, everybody. Honorable Chief Guest and keynote speaker of today's national webinar organized by our Yashwantrao Chauhan College of Science, Karad, on materials for energy. Professor Dr. V.V. Patil sir, Director, School of Physical Sciences, Punyashlo Ahilyadevi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur. Respected speaker, Dr. D.D. Shugan, Principal Scientist, CSI, National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. And respected Dr. P.M. Shirge, Associate Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Indore. Principal Dr. S.B. Kengar sir, Dr. B.N. Gopne, former MC member of Shivaji University, members of the staff of physics, electronics, and other departments of this college, dear participants, researchers, students who have joined to this webinar from different parts of the country, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I congratulate and offer my thanks to Principal Dr. S.B. Kengar and his colleagues for their continuous academic touch with different stakeholders during this COVID-19 lockdown period. I am very much happy to let you know that even the college is locked due to COVID-19, the academic activities and innovations are continuously diffused to students, researchers, teaching faculties, as well as to common man through distance mode with different medias by our college. I am very much happy to welcome Honorable Professor V.B. Patil sir, today's chief guest, and also Honorable speakers, Dr. D.D. Shugan and Dr. P.M. Shirge. At the same time, I welcome you all with the bottom of heart in this pleasant morning for joining this national webinar. May I take this opportunity to introduce our Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, the multiracial personality, a great visionary leader former Defense Minister, Home Minister, Finance Minister, External Affairs Minister, and Deputy Prime Minister of India, and architect of modern Maharashtra, Honorable Yeshwantrao Chauhan, has founded this education institute in 1958 to cater the needs of higher education to the society with a motto of be one with the downtrodden and the underprivileged. From the inception of this institute, Honorable P.D. Patil Sahib has shouldered the responsibility for a period of 50 years as an chairman of this Samstha till his last breath. At present, Honorable Balasaheb Patil, Minister for Cooperation and Marketing, Government of Maharashtra, is looking after as chairman of this institute. The institute has one pure science faculty college named as Yeshwantrao Chauhan College of Science, Karad, that is today's host college, and another one having arts and commerce faculties named as Venutai Chauhan College, established in 1971. Both the colleges are performing quality education along with cultural and sports activities in Western Maharashtra in general and in the jurisdiction of Shivaji University, Kolhapur in particular. Yeshwantrao Chauhan College of Science is probably first pure science college in Maharashtra state, founded in 1958. Now it has 13 special subjects at graduate level and 2 special subjects at postgraduate level. Our college is recognized for PhD guidance in microbiology, chemistry, botany, and zoology. The college is having B++ grade in NAAC in 3rd cycle. At the same time, I am very much proud to let you know that our college is first ISO certified college in Western Maharashtra. Coming to the theme of webinar entitled Materials for Energy is very much concerned and interesting subject chosen for presentation and discussion. The energy is one of the universal concept and related to every alive and non-alive components which are present on the earth. The earth itself is getting energy from sun. That's why the sun is treated as big bank of energy. Of course, there are different sources as well as materials of energy which today's eminent scholars will throw light upon it. Today's eminent speaker personalities are known and famed at national and international corridor for their immense contribution in respective fields. I am proud to mention that today's chief guest, Professor Dr. Patil, is a bright alumni of our college. I am very much happy to welcome these personalities in this event. I hope their relationship with our college will further strengthen in future for the benefit of subject, students, as well as teachers also. I am very much happy to have such presentations, discussions on various subjects in this webinar, along with interactions. It is a great occasion for web listeners and viewers also. I congratulate the organizing committee of this webinar for giving such opportunity to students, teachers, thinkers, researchers, and common. On this occasion, I assure that management will always support such activities in future also. Here, I would like to express my deep gratitude towards all the respected personalities who agreed for talk and to guide in this national webinar in our college, which is situated in the rural area of Sasara district, that is a small town Karad, on the banks of Holy Krishna and Koyna rivers. On behalf of Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, I once again welcome all dignitaries and participants and wish you a grand success. Thank you.
It is great honor for me to introduce today's keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vikas Patil sir, Director, School of Physical Sciences, Head, Department of Physics, Director, IQAC, Punya Shlok, Ahilya Devi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur, Maharashtra. Position held in Punya Shlok, Ahilya Devi Holkar, Solapur University, Solapur are in charge Vice Chancellor, Officer on Special Duty, Academic, Research and Development, in charge Registrar, in charge Finance and Account Officer, in charge Director, Board of Examination and Evaluation, Chairman, Board of Deans.
Now Professor Dr. V.B. Patil will deliver his talk.
Nanomaterials basically. So the properties, size dependent physico-chemical properties, means the nanomaterials having the different size its regime is 1 to 100 nanometer. One example is there, you know that the cadmium sulfide is one material. It is used in the solar cell. So its band gap, its general band gap is 2.45 electron volt. Means if it is a bulk, then it is a 2.45. If it goes into nano region, then its band gap is, chemical composition is not changed, only its physical properties and chemical properties are changed. Composition remains the same. As well as the another thing is that large surface to bulk atom ratio. That is, if your metals are nano, then its surface to volume ratio is increases. What is the advantage of this? So you can get, if for example, you can say that cadmium sulfide is a bulk and cadmium sulfide is a nano. What will happen? That is more photons, they are absorbed on the surface of CDS if it is in the nano region. Okay, so this is advantage of that. As well as another reason of why nanometals. So it is, you can easily organize various biological systems occurs at nanoscales, or in a nanoscience, nanobiomaterials also assembled at a nanoscales, that is, it is in the range of 1 to 100 nanometer. Therefore, there is a need of the nanomaterials. Now, why was delay in the nanotechnology? Basically, in the earlier times, there is no so that now the nanomaterials are developing. Therefore, the tools are available, and in earlier days, tools are not available. Therefore, it is not possible to view these structures in earlier days.
Now Dr. D.D. Shivgan will talk a few words.
The NPL was specially designated the role of NMI through the Gazette of India. So it is custodian of national measurement standards, and that role is being played by CSIR NPL. Only the ionizing radiation is the responsibility of Bhabha Atomic Research Center, because there are stringent health and safety rules, and all other measurements are being taken care by CSIR NPL and maintained and disseminated to our users in India as well as in SAARC nation and few other nations which are depending on us. So basically, NPL, which is NMI, is responsible at international level with BIPM. Similarly, you might have heard about ISO, then OIML for legal metrology. Then you are very much familiar with NAAC accreditation for your universities and colleges. So similarly, we have a very stringent, very broad national quality infrastructure. So internationally, our Bureau of Indian Standards is linked with ISO and IEC for written standards, which is like a guidebooks. And NABL, National Accreditation Board for Calibration and Testing Laboratories, NABH for hospital, for education. So this is under Quality Council of India. Of course, NABL was DST project formed at CSIR NPL, and naturally it became a national body under Quality Council of India. So these are all interlinked and taking care of the quality infrastructure in India, so that we have improved product and quality which is compatible to international standards, enhance safety and health, decrease environmental impact of our measurements or processes, and basically increase international trade.
Now Dr. P.M. Shirge will deliver his lecture.
Thank you very much for your nice introduction, and it's really great pleasure to give a webinar on materials for energy applications. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So today I will talk about the advanced functional materials for energy applications. So I am from Indian Institute of Technology, Indore, working as a professor and discipline of metallurgy and material science. I joined this institute in 2013. Okay. So before proceeding to other things, just I would like to introduce about the IITs. There are 23 IITs in India. In this, IIT Indore is a second generation IIT, and first generation is IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, and all these things. Then second generation IIT Indore, then Gandhinagar, Hyderabad, all these things. Okay. So our institute is only 10 years old institute. but I will show you the important information that how this IIT Indore has grown. So this is our campus, master plan of campus, and all these buildings are came up in last 1 year or 2 years. Okay, so now it's well developed campus. Okay, so now we have more than 2,500 students and 150 faculty members and about 200 staff members in this one. All students are assigned in the campus. We have 5 hostels that is very well furnished, and we are giving 1 BHK flat to each of the students. So that's very first institute to give 1 BHK flats to the students to stay. So I'm very happy to inform you that IIT Indore has ranked 10th in national ranking.
IQAC and Department of Chemistry has conducted an International A Conference on Chemistry Research and Competencies on 17th August 2020. Chief guest and keynote speaker was Professor Dr. P.S. Patil, former Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, Head, Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. The 2 eminent speakers were Professor Luciano Carlos, Scientist, Caribbean, New King, Argentina, and Assistant Professor, National University of Comohu, Argentina, and Dr. Sushil Kumar Jadhav from School of Nanoscience and Technology, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Chairman of the A conference was Principal Dr. S. B. Kegar. Dr. S. H. Burungale was the convener. IQAC coordinator was Dr. G. G. Poddar. Gymkhana Vice President was Dr. N. R. Sheikh and Dr. A. V. Mali was the coordinator. Dr. B. A. Mahadik was the organizing secretary, while members of committee were Shri A. N. Bhingaya, Shri R. S. Patil, Shri G. B. Dhake, Dr. U. P. Lad, Dr. S. D. Jadhav, Shri S. D. Karande, Dr. M. B. Jagdale, Dr. Avinash A. Raut, Dr. J. Singh U. Patil and Dr. Marcos Peralta, Department of Chemistry, National University of Comohu, Argentina. Let's have a small look on the talks of eminent personalities one by one.
I welcome all of you in International Year Conference on Chemistry Research and Competencies organized by IQAC and Department of Chemistry, Yeshwantrao Chavan, College of Science, Karad. Now I request Head, Department of Chemistry, Yeshwantrao Chavan, College of Science, Karad, Dr. S.H. Gurungle to welcome all honorable chief guest speakers and all participants. Dr. S.H. Gurungle.
Thank you, Mari sir. Good morning to all. Dear Honorable Guest Patron, Organizing Committee and valuable participants. On behalf of Board for Higher Education, Shri Shivaji Shikshan Samstha, Yeshwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad, Internal Quality Assurance Cell and Department of Chemistry are organized International E-Conference on Chemistry Research and Competencies. On occasion of this function, I give us an immense pleasure to welcome all of you. In particular, I would like to express my gratitude and warm welcome to our plenary and featured national and international speakers. We would like to express our heartfelt gratefulness to the Chairman of the Shri Shivaji Shikshan Samstha's Board for Higher Education, Karad, and Cabinet Minister of Maharashtra State, Honorable Shri Balasaheb Pandurang Patil, Honorable Shri Prakash Pandurang Patil Bapu Sir, General Secretary Board for Higher Education, Shri Shivaji Shikshan Samstha's, Karad, all the members of the Samsthas and respected Dr. B.L. Gopne Sir, Coordinator Competitive Examination Center, Karad, Honorable Principal Dr. S.B. Kengar Sir, today's Chief Guest, Honorable Professor Dr. P.S. Patil Sir, Head Department of Physics, Honorable Sushil Kumar Jadhav Sir, School of Science and Technology, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, and Professor Luciano Carlos, Scientist, Department of Chemistry, National University of Comohu, Argentina. Dr. Marcos Peralta, Department of Chemistry, National University of Coimbra, Argentina, and committee members for making this conference is possible. To our eminent speakers and delegates who have come from all over the nation and world, we are indeed honored to have you here with us. We have about more than 600 participants from the countries and gathered here today, making our conferences truly international one. I have to confess that all are who really admire and have high respect for them to their contribution towards the field of research, and holding this conference is also an achievement itself. The organizing committee, principal, IQAC coordinator, and faculty of department have worked pandemic period to make their conference possible. The aim of conference is to achieve current research interest and to point out the possible future in chemistry. I feel honored to welcome all the participants and my fellow colleagues for taking a keen participation in this important program. Our entire speaker is very special, deep knowledge and quality of research. I hope that their knowledge is very useful and beneficial to all participants. You all feel enriched knowledge after completion of this event. Through this conference, we would like to engage with all of you in an open and constructive dialogue about the treatment of wastewater and how to write a best research paper. We hope that you all will have a great time ahead. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Gurumi sir.
Now the General Secretary of Sri Shivaji Education Societies, Board for Higher Education, Mr. Prakash Panduring Patil, Bapu, will address a few words.
On behalf of Sri Shivaji Education Society's Board for Higher Education, in the capacity of General Secretary of this institute, I once again welcome all dignitaries and participants in this international e-conference and wish you a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Bapu. Now I request Dr. B. Madik, Organizing Secretary, to introduce today's chief guest.
He is the Dean of Science and Technology and DAD and Brain Pool Fellow. He is a recipient of Best Teacher Award in 2015. Professor Patil received his PhD degree from the Shivaji University, Kolhapur, India in 1990. He has been continuously engaged in the research field more than last 25 years. His research interest is in solar cells, gas sensors, nanotextiles, electrochromism, and supercapacitors. He has published more than 400 articles in well-reputed journals. He received more than 15,000 research citations for his research articles with H-index 63. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor P.S. Patil, sir, to deliver keynote address.
Okay. Very good morning to all of you. The president of today's function, Honorable Sri Prakash Ji Bapu Patil Sahib, Honorable Goffene sir, eminent resource persons, Dr. Luciane Corliss from Argentina, and Dr. Sushil Kumar Jadhav from School of Nanoscience and Technology, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Convener of this conference, Dr. Poddar and Dr. Gurungle, all the faculty members of this college and the faculty members who are attending this conference virtually, and my dear participant student friends. I am indeed very happy to be here on the occasion of inaugural function of this international e-conference on chemistry research and competencies organized by Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karad. I am indeed very happy to learn that this college was established in the year 1958. That means 4 years before the establishment of Shivaji University, Kolhapur. This indicates the dream and the vision of Honorable Shri Yashwantrao Chavan and his colleagues. This is very important to see that this particular college is enriching the knowledge of the students and the faculty and enriching the society in and around Karat city. It is emerging as one of the important and eminent college of Shivaji University, Kolhapur. There are about 293 affiliated colleges in Shivaji University, Kolhapur, and Yashwantrao Chavan College of Science, Karat, has made a special mark on the history of Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Here, but in this particular conference, it is on chemistry research and competencies. But I am a man of physics, working in the field of material science with the vision and mission of nanoscience and technology.
Now Professor Luciano Carlos will deliver his talk.
Okay, good morning for all of you. Thanks for this kind presentation. And I will start with my conference. I need to share the screen first. I have the permission to share the screen. Yes. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank Sushil Kumar Hadaf and the organizing committee and the Shihabi University as well for inviting me to deliver this talk. It is a pleasure for me to participate in this conference. So this morning, I will address the subject of magnetic nanomaterials, the use of magnetic nanomaterials as nanoabsorbents for pollutant removals. This presentation will be divided in 4 sections. First, I will give a brief introduction related to the nanomaterial and the absorption processes. Then I will talk about magnetic nanomaterials and their properties. Then I will introduce the most widely used nanoabsorbents and their applications to remove pollutants. And finally, a conclusion and future perspective will be given. Okay, here I show you some simple definition because we are talking about nanomaterials. So here I show you the definition of nanoscience, nanotechnology, and nanomaterials. You can read them on the slide. And I would like to highlight the definition of nanomaterials. I've taken this definition from the ISO standard methods. This is the important thing that we should have at least one external dimension in the nanoscale.
Now Dr. Sushil Kumar Jadhav will deliver his talk.
I would like to begin my speech by thanking the organizers of this conference, and in particular, Principal Kedar sir, Convener Gurule sir, other members of the organizing committee for putting up such a nice event online for the participants. Nowadays, there are many web conferences or e-conferences or webinars are going on. And when I received the invitation to speak in this particular international e-conference, I thought of a subject that can be useful for young researchers, irrespective of their subjects. That is, even if a chemistry, physics, biology, or any other science subject, a student, especially a researcher, joins this particular e-conference, he will be benefited by listening to the topic which is of importance, especially to the budding researchers, such as young PhDs in their first or second, where they would like to learn how to write a good research paper. Nowadays, colleges, university departments are giving increased importance to research, and therefore they expect their students to not only do research but also to write good research papers. So I begin the talk with a philosophical thing, that is qualities of a good researcher. So what are the qualities of a good researcher? So these are listed in the circles here. So a good researcher should have research skills, laboratory skills, interpretation skills, communication skills, and interpersonal skills. The topic of which I am going to talk about today comes into the category of communication skills, where you are expected to speak well and write well.
We are proud to mention that most of the invited speakers of our webinars are the alumni of our college. Apart from these 2 international and 3 national events, our college has organized other activities during the lockdown period, such as: first, Corona Awareness Program during lockdown by Department of Microbiology on 17th of April, 2020. Second, on the occasion of World Environment Day, a quiz was conducted by Department of Botany on 5th of June, 2020. Third, a chemistry awareness quiz was conducted on the occasion of World Environment Day by Department of Chemistry on 5th of June, 2020. Fourth, a national quiz was organized by Department of Chemistry from 27th July to 31st July, 2020. At last, we are proud to say that our college is moving towards excellence. Thank you one and all.